Now you know a little bit of a story. I will not tell you the entire story. You are also inquisitive to know what happened next. So my question to you is, what do you think about Peggy? Do you like her or dislike her? Then give me a reason, single line. Okay, you
Ma'am,
can
I like her.
why you like her.
Ma'am,
Give
she
me.
want to.
She want to do something good.
Ma'am, because she want to improve.
Oh,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
till
Yes, ma'am.
now the story is not so clear that she really want to improve. That we will see in the later part anyway. But okay, Pia Bharti,
Okay, ma'am.
you want to say something, Pia? Shubham Raj? No, no, ma'am. So you also follow the same instruction. Arslan says, speak less, listen more. But sometimes it is important. Yes, Hare Ram, but English, no Hindi. Yes, Hare Ram. The moment I said that you have to speak only in English, Hare Ram is gone. Where I don't know where is he. Okay. Okay, you can write it in the chat box. So let's not waste the time. But
Ma'am, can I?
basically, yeah, definitely,
Okay, I'm in
sure.
chat.
Yes, Utkarsh. Yeah, good
Ma'am, I
morning,
Ma'am,
want to
Anurag.
tell you that, ma'am, she
Hmm.
want to improve the Paddy's problem. Maggie, ma'am, Peggy's
But
problem, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am,
but you all
she,
have
yes, ma'am.
seen that she is the girl who started entire fun game. It was she, because her character is a little
yes,
bit
ma'am.
complex. Yeah, Arslan, you are true. So, okay, it's not the
Yes,
right
ma'am, you
Ma'am,
can be
time
correct.
when we should discuss
ma'am,
about the characteristic, the portrayal. Let's
ma'am, I
complete
don't
the
like the
story
character
first.
of
Yes, ma'am.
Maggie
Okay, so no.
Because,
Hari Ram.
ma'am, on the ma'am, when the
Yes.
story started, she started the all fun game with Teddy,
Wanda.
Wanda, ma'am.
Okay, listen, this is too
And
early to
ma'am,
say anything. Yeah.
so
Yes,
ma'am, in
Arslan, I'm.
the middle part, she was feeling that that she should help, yeah, ma'am, animals which are being treated ill and
That
not
is one
treated
single line.
wisely and with humanity.
Yeah. So it's
And ma'am,
good.
she is
Okay.
trying to save other children from ragging, but she is doing the same thing.
She is saving little children from. Okay, so it's too early to
Yes,
predict
ma'am, little
anything now.
children.
So it's better. I dislike her because she started the whole fun game. Yes, Manya. Listen, children. Now let's not discuss about the characters. Why? Because it's too early to say anything about them. Let's see. Because till now, even Maddie, Madeline, she is also not playing a very nice role. Obviously, she is also part of that fun game. So directly, you can also accuse her that why she has always been a mute spectator. Where we ended our story yesterday, what we saw, that what we noticed and observed, that even Medi, she's saying, she's justifying that, yeah, I didn't like this fun game. Okay, so, but still, yes, Hare Ram, you are right. She's not playing a right role in the story till this moment. Okay, later on we will discuss. So basically, we can even say that even if you, I told you yesterday that if you are a mute spectator and something not very good is happening before your eyes, and neither you're interrupting nor you are stopping that thing, that means you are also equally responsible. So Madeline is also responsible till this moment. Okay, now let's see what happens in the story next. Okay, then we will see at the end of the second part, we will discuss about the portrayal of the characters. An open discussion. The entire class will be on that. Let me share a screen. Okay. So it's visible now. It's visible now. Raise your hands, my dear children. Screen is clear. Visible. Okay. Very good. 1 minute. Let me stop this annotate. Otherwise, it will look bad. Fine. Now, so we all know that Peggy was not a mean girl, not so mean, because reasons are very obvious. Because she saved kids from whoever was hurting them, and she couldn't stand animals getting badly treated. Why she is being rude to Wanda? Because she always had a feeling that why is she saying that she possesses 100 dresses, which is actually a weird statement. Whereas Maddie, she never liked the idea of making fun of number of clothes, accessories, shoes, whatever. But since she herself was a poor girl and she did not want all the entire class that the attention from Wanda should be shifted to her. So she is also participating in that, even though she's not speaking anything, always pretending to playing with marbles or whatever. But she is also there. But as I told you, being mute spectator is also not the right thing. She wished, so here we ended our story. She wished Peggy would stop teasing Wanda Petronsky. She wished. But why? If someone is missing something, you should try to go and talk to your best friend. If she always feel that Peggy is her best friend, then according to me, I think you all will agree that she should go to Peggy and she should strongly say to her, why are you doing all these things? But she never did that. Reasons two, first of all, she did not want their attention to be shifted from Wanda to her because she too is a poor girl. Secondly, she did not want to lose till that moment Peggy's friendship. She always felt that Peggy is the most popular girl in the school and it's always good to be her best friend. Now come to this point. Today, even though they had been late to school, Mary was glad. She had not had to make fun of Wanda. Now, this is the right thing. Every day they used to wait for her, but Wanda, that Wanda will come and then they will accompany Wanda. Why? Why girly they are waiting for Amanda? Why? Only the simple thing. Wanda is the person and she's actually an object of fun for them. But Wanda didn't come that day. And after waited for her so long, Maddie and Peggy got late for school. But Maddie was happy that at least they did not get a chance to make fun of her. She worked her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly. Finally, they reached to the school. They started the arithmetic classes. Maths class started. 8 times 8. Let's see. She wished she had the nerve to write Peggy a note because she knew she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy to say, hey, Peg, let's stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has. Now, see, this I just wanted to tell you that if you always call someone your best friend, what will you do? What is the definition of friendship? Friendship means equal. You should be equal. Both of you should get an equal chance to speak out their mind. But why she is so hesitant? Why Peggy is not speaking? Why she is so much scared of telling, sorry, Maddie is so scared. Why Maddie is so much scared to tell Peg that, okay, Peg, stop this all nonsense. Please don't tease that girl. She is a poor girl. How many dresses? But she has no nerve. She has no courage. She has no strength that she should go to Peg and ask her not to do that. She in fact decided to write a note कि चलो कभी कभी बोल के नहीं होता है तो I will write something. I will write a single line, a statement to her that, oh Peg, please stop this. Anyway, that very day she tried to write. When she finished her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. She thought, okay, today I will definitely write a note to Peggy that is stop all these things. But now see how mean she is becoming. Self-centered, only thinking about herself, not thinking about any other fellow. Suddenly she paused and shuddered. She shivered. Why? She pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress that she had on, and Maddie would have to say it was one of the Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise, tried to copy with new trimmings or so, one in the room 13 would recognize it. Now just imagine, say only she's thinking about her situation and she's so much scared, she started shivering. Matlab, when you are thinking about yourself in the similar situation, and that mere thought are making you shiver. मतलब खुद को आप सोच रहे हो कि लोग मेरा मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं और सिर्फ सोचने से आप शिवर कर रहे हो. Can you imagine a person who is going through the entire thing every day, twice a day? You can't even imagine, you cannot even think that how Wanda Petronsky might be feeling every day when she is being an object of fun for the entire class. The entire bunch of girls are laughing and mocking on her, making fun of her. मतलब एक सोच से आप शिवर कर रहे हो और वही चीज आप किसी और के साथ कर रहे हो. And then you are justifying कि oh, I am not in this thing. At least you should have the courage to go and tell Peggy, stop this. Or even though if you don't have the courage, at least you can leave her. Okay, I will not be with you since you are not a nice girl. You are making fun of this simple and sweet girl who has nothing to do. Maybe she's saying 100 dresses. Okay, fine. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, you can make fun of her. But every day you are doing the same, repeated, the same thing. So she stopped herself that because she thought that if she will ask them to stop, okay, don't make fun of her, then what will happen? It will be, yes, Maddie. She is Maddie, not Maggie. Okay, she is also a culprit. You know, yes, that's the thing I'm telling you. That she started thinking that if one day she will be asked to stand in the mid of that entire place, and then each and every girl along with her best friend Peg will make fun of her. They will tease her that from where did you get this dress? Why, you know, because her dress, she is also a poor girl. She herself is a poor girl. And from where she is getting these dresses, she is buying it, maybe Peggy's second-hand dresses, or as I told you, some second-hand shops are there in the market. Her mother, who is a wise lady, who used to bring second-hand dresses, and then what is she doing? A little alteration she is doing, adding some new trimming, something new to that dress and making it look different so that the room 13 or her group of friends will never be able to recognize that this is a second hand dress. But if something will happen, if they will recognize that this is not the real dress, this is not the original one, then what will happen? She will be an object of fun. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda, oh well. Maddie ran her hand through her short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. What difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note she had started. She was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was the best liked girl in the whole room. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought. Now just imagine, Peggy would decide on her own accord that, okay, I will not do this, I will not make fun of her. Then what will happen? She wished Peggy stopped having fun with Wanda on her own, so that she did not need to say, come on, stop this. Suddenly, she ran her hand through her hair, you know, as a gesture. It's a gesture basically to drive away all those thoughts. Okay, fine. I don't want to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. Okay, fine. Let's change the thought. I don't want to think about it. And then she's thinking, what difference did it make? What is going on? Oh, it's not harming me. See, here she is becoming self-centered, selfish. यहाँ पे हम क्या बोलते हैं? Selfish बन गई है वो. What difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie, and then what she should do? She tore that paper where she was writing, asking Peggy to stop all this nonsense. But what did she do? She tore it into the bits and she threw it. And you know what was the justification? Peggy is the most liked girl in the room, her best friend. So, how can she be wrong? She couldn't be wrong. And with this thought, she tore and threw that note away where she was writing and asking, begging Peggy to stop all this game. You know why? Two reasons again. First of all, she was afraid of losing Peggy as her friend. One thing. Second, she did not want them to make fun of her. Because obviously, as I told you, that these are the children who always needed someone. They always needed a prey where and they can make fun of that fellow. So she became self-centered. So imagine karo. Just that imagination shattered her, shaked her. So my dear children, again there is a lesson for you. Whenever you are making fun of someone, ठीक है, एक दिन चलो, it's okay. Just for the sake of fun, you can do that. Maybe 2 days. But if you are making fun of someone each and every day, what you are doing, you know, you are breaking his soft heart. And according to rule, law, nature, it's actually a sin. Not even crime, it's a sin. ये sin है किसी का दिल इतना दुखाना. And that is the thing which our parents used to tell us, even we teachers used to tell you, even my teachers told me, all the spiritual gurus, leaders, everyone is telling, all the nice mythological books, spiritual books, they all always tell that you should never make fun of anyone, not even only in the school, anywhere you are going, family, neighborhood, wherever you are going, with whomever you are, but please never make fun of anyone, because that person will be so hurt and God will also not be happy with you. Okay? As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived up on Boggins Heights and stood alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. Mary remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with color trimmings. Now see, she simply, देखो कहते हैं ना, she is justifying her wrong deed, but wrong is wrong. You cannot justify wrong. ये तो बात सच है, गलत तो गलत है. But what Maddie is doing here? Oh, why will I go and I will stand for Wanda? Who is she for me? Peggy is my best friend. I will not go and cross question her. But who is Wanda? She's just some girl. She's a normal girl who lived where? In that suburb area, Morgan's Heights, who is all alone. And she never talked to me as well. She hardly say anything to anybody. At least then also she should have thought that she's such a quiet girl who is so hurt that every day other girls are making fun of her. But no, Maddie has become so self-centered. At that time, so mean, unemotional, insensitive, that she's not thinking, moving away all the nice thoughts whichever was coming to her. देखो यही होता है, कभी कभी आप गलत करते हो ना, तो अंदर से आवाज आती है, your inner conscience will prick you, don't do this is wrong. So those who are very good human being, they will listen to their inner conscience. वो inner conscience, inner voice सुनेंगे कि okay fine, I will not do this since it's not a right thing. But those who are not so good people in the world, they will not pay any heed, any attention to those voices. And they will say, okay, leave it. Why will I do this? Who is telling me? I am the master of my own ideas. Oh, so I will not stop here. Now, this is the difference between a good human being and a bad human being, a virtuous soul and a vicious soul, an evil soul and a good soul. That everyone has that inner conscience that something, some power is there in your mind, सबके अंदर. You would have seen, I would just want to tell you. So Wanda is in the same situation. Her, obviously she is a good human being, no doubt. So her inner conscience that is pricking her. Hey, come on, go and stop this nonsense. But again, something is there which is asking her to stop. You don't do this because you will lose Peggy's friendship. So that's why. Now see, remember that she's remembering the moment. That is the only moment where Wanda is speaking actually, because she is very quiet in the class. She never smiles. She's quiet always. But there is a moment when the girls are teasing her that how many dresses you are having. At that time, you can see the twinkling in her eyes, the sparkle in her eyes. And what is she saying? See, the only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with color trimmings. And she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with red sash. Sash is actually muffler. Oh, you would look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in pretended admiration. See, pretended admiration. Again, oxymoron. Pretending that they are admiring, but they are actually not admiring. Rather, they are making fun of her. Now, whenever Wanda is talking about her dresses, she's talking as if they are the real dresses, so brilliantly, made, all colors, all silk, all velvet, nice designs. You cannot imagine how nicely she was talking about these dresses. Thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. Now, see, this is again another thing. Now, school, there was a drawing and coloring contest. So now, when she kept on thinking about Wanda, all of a sudden her attention shifted to this result of the contest. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys of designing motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At least that's what everybody thought. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head portrait so that you could almost tell who it was. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winners. Then they would know. Now these things are going on. So as I told you that thinking about Wanda, all of a sudden Maddie began thinking about the drawing contest in which the boys they had to design motorboats and girls had to design dresses. Peggy was very sure that definitely this competition is going to be one-sided. Maddie was sure that this competition is going to be the one-sided competition because according to her, Peggy was obviously the winner because she is the best artist in the room. She could copy exact pictures. She can make portraits. Although she is not knowing that copying exact picture is not the artistic creativity. It is not the artistic creativity. But yeah, this is her way of justifying. She was sure that Peggy will definitely win. Anyway, tomorrow the results will be announced and then everyone will know. So all of a sudden she started thinking. Now here also in this paragraph also, you will see that how she is so possessive about Peggy. You know, how is she? Still, she's thinking that Peggy is having all qualities in herself. She is not only a beautiful girl wearing nice dresses, curly hair, popular girl, but also she is the best artist in the class. Why? Reasons are so childish that she could copy a picture or she can make film stars portrait. So if I will ask you that after this entire paragraph, what comes to your mind? That do you think Maddie is a friend of Peggy? No. Maggie is simply, I can say, the person, she is simply a kind of fellow who is buttering her, flattering her. You remember the poem Friends and Flatterer? I don't call her a friend. Rather, I called her a flatterer who is trying to flatter Peggy. Please play Peggy. This is not the friendship. Friendship is a very, very, special kind of emotion where we have no if, no but, where we are bound, where when two people are sharing equal kind of, similar place. So I don't think that Maddie is actually Peggy's friend or Peggy is a deserving friend, but still she is. Anyway, the next day it was drizzling, little showering, light rain. Mattie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Again, our writer is specifying that even Mary cannot even afford an umbrella. So poor she is. So Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of Olive Street, the street that far, far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill led to Boggins Heights. Once again, our writer is trying to emphasize on the fact that Boggins Heights is somewhere very far, maybe suburbs, maybe not so happening place in the town. But that very day, since it was drizzling, and they also are actually waiting eagerly for the announcement of the drawing contest result. So they decided that they will not wait for Wanda Petronsky, although they were not knowing that Wanda will again remain absent today. So they decided to move to the class. Anyway, they weren't taking chances on being late today because today was important. And as I told you, why today was important? Because it's a result day. Do you think Miss Masson will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. Now, very normally, Peggy, conversation. I think Miss Masson will announce the result today. Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maggie. Of course, you will win, Peg. And again, the flattering words from not a friend, from a flatterer. Okay, today we are going, as the moment we will enter the classroom, we are going to get the result of drawing contest. And she did not forget to add this flattering words. Of course you will win, Peg. Oh, you are going to be winner. Hope so, said Peg eagerly. Now, in a way, Peggy is also having this, thought in her mind. She also has overrated her. She also think, okay, I'm going to be the winner. I will win this drawing contest. No one can outshine me. I'm the best girl in the class. Whatever I do, see what happens. These kind of people are there in the world who always have feeling that they are the best, and they always got some admirer or flatterers like Maddie, like Peg has met, that who will keep on praising them. Oh, you are the best, you are the best. So in this manner, the entire thing happens. Now Peggy knows it very well. Maddie is also having the same feeling that she is going to be the winner for this drawing contest. Okay,